You know that feeling, right? That little pit in your stomach seconds after you hit send on a really important email. Well, what if you could catch every single flaw before anyone else sees it? Today, we're going to dig into a super powerful AI trick to do exactly that.
Imagine this. You've just finished writing a brilliant proposal. You feel great about it, but what if you had a secret weapon? A way to, pressure test your own work and find every little crack in the logic before it ever goes out the door.
And that really gets to the heart of a huge, universal challenge I like to call the blind spot problem. It's the reason we all miss the obvious stuff. And trust me, we have all been there.
Oh, you know this feeling. It's that jolt of panic, right? You hit send, and bam, your brain immediately flags the typo, or the awkward sentence, or the logical flaw you somehow skimmed over 10 times. It is maddening.
And look, these aren't some complex, high-level mistakes. These are our blind spots. When you're so deep in your own work, you're too close to it. You literally can't see the gaps that an outsider would spot in a heartbeat.
Well, the tip we're talking about today actually comes from the folks over at AI for Daily Living. They figured out this really simple but kind of brilliant way to use technology to solve this very human problem.
And the solution? It's all about flipping the script on how we even think about using artificial intelligence in the first place.
So, think about it. Most of us use AI as a creator. We ask it to, write a blog post or draft an email for me. But the real pro move here is to flip that around and use AI as a critic, not to generate the content, but to make the content you've already created so much stronger.
So let's be clear, the goal isn't to outsource your creativity. It's more like finding a sparring partner. You use the AI to challenge your logic, to find the weak points, to help you fix your thinking. And because the AI has zero emotional attachment to your idea, it can be brutally honest in a way a colleague might not want to be.
And this is where we get to the core idea of today's explainer, turning your AI into your own personal devil's advocate.
Now, just in case you're not familiar with the term, a devil's advocate is basically someone who argues against an idea just for the sake of the argument. The goal isn't to be a downer or to be destructive, it's actually super constructive. It stress tests an idea to make it tougher and way more resilient.
And this is the best part. Seriously, you don't need special software, you don't need a complicated setup. You can do this in any AI model you already use, ChatGPT, Claude, you name it, with one single powerful prompt.
Okay, here it is. This is the magic command. Roast this. Tell me 3 reasons why this will fail or be misunderstood. It's so direct, right? It's a little confrontational, and it is incredibly effective. When you say roast this, you're giving the AI permission to just be critical, and asking for 3 specific reasons forces it to give you actionable feedback.
So how do you actually do this? It's almost laughably simple. Let's just break it down into this 3-step tactic.
Yep, just 3 easy steps. That's all that stands between you and a much, much stronger idea. And it all begins with the work you've already put in.
Okay, so first you just draft your thing, whatever it is. Write your email, your article, your big idea, put your best thinking on the page. Then, step 2, you just copy and paste it into your favorite AI tool. And finally, the magic key, on a new line, you just type that prompt. Roast this. Tell me 3 reasons why this will fail or be misunderstood. That is literally all it takes.
All right, let's wrap this all up. What's the big idea here? What's the big takeaway from all of this? Why does a simple trick like this matter so much? It really boils down to this. Fix your thinking before you finalize. This isn't just about catching typos. No, this is about strengthening the core logic of your ideas before you hit send or publish or present.
When you do this, you start to make your ideas kind of bulletproof. You're going to avoid those embarrassing blind spots. You're going to strengthen your arguments from the inside out. And honestly, you just end up with a more resilient idea that's ready for real-world criticism.
So, I'm going to leave you with a question. What's the first important email, or report, or idea that you're going to go stress test with this? Give it a shot. I think you're going to be really surprised by what your new AI critic finds. Go make your ideas unbreakable.